Bro, Spotify, chill. Hi guys. I'm sick. I'm gonna sound like crap. I apologize. But welcome to my surprise stream, because I'm sick and I took off work tomorrow, so I can stream. I didn't take off sick to stream, I took off because I was sick, but that's not the point. I forgot what the point was. Is that a mango wavas? Yes. That is. Hello. I might join my Discord call so that friends can join me and talk instead of me talking, because throat hurts. But the thunderstorm stopped and Mom gave me the all clear that she won't be bothered if I stream. So we stream. Let me just finish putting this link everywhere. Oh my god. This promoting yourself thing, hard. I wish I had the money to pay somebody else to do it for me. If I just had money, I feel like most of my life problems would go away. Screw this capitalist society we live in. Anyways. I'm fine. I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and join you. Hey! Jesus, you're already in here.
Yep, I'm here.
Preemptively joins call. Hi. Great, now you do all the talking, and I will rest my throat.
Yeah, I can handle the stream chat if you want.
I mean, there's no way in hell I can make myself actually shut up, so I'll probably still talk.
I mean, you could always just mute your mic.
I'll still talk. I'll forget it's muted, and I'll still talk, and then I'll unmute it and be like, guys, I was talking to myself this entire time. That's exactly how it would go. I almost accidentally post my stream link in my class Discords. I don't want these people to know I stream.
Just have more viewers that way.
To have more viewers, use my classmates as viewers? No. I really need to start, like, putting my tablet Discord as the one I use for classes, not this Discord. But it's fine. It's fine, guys. Hey, Jesus, do you have Power Wash Sim?
I do.
Do you want to play it?
Sure.
What am I on? Ooh, yeah, no, I want help with this one.
Let me know if I'm too loud, if I need to turn down my mic or anything.
I mean, I already have everyone turned down, like, a certain amount because I just have sensitive ears. Speaking of, I'll just turn it down. My ears are hurting right now from being sick.
Someone gave me a very nice compliment recently when I joined their live stream.
Yeah? What was the compliment?
Yeah. That I would do well in voice acting.
I believe it. I 1000% believe that. I would not.
Especially if it's a horror, like, related game or series.
Yeah. Jesus, you were in the group chat I made the other day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was like, did I forget you? Did I remember? I was trying to remember who all I added.
You forgot Neptune.
No, I didn't. Did I actually? I could have sworn I put Neptune in there.
Neptune's in there.
Neptune was one of the first names I put in the thing. Oh my god. Guys, I might do an actual, like, kind of half collab soon. Wow. That'd be crazy. Yes, I would like to turn co-op on, and yes, Jesus can join me on this nasty-ass subway platform. At least we're not cleaning those massive urinals again. I don't know if you ever... Oh, that was I was cleaning the urinals with. That sounded weird. The urinals in the subway level, the, like, subway bathroom level, were huge. They were so fucking big. And for
I have
what?
Not done that level yet.
Oh my god, the bathrooms are so huge.
Great. If only they could be so large in real life.
No, like, we thought it was a shower.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Hi. You got the best power washer though, so it's fine.
That's... Holy sh... Oh my god, it's so great. But I need to see this bathroom.
You can't, unfortunately. I mean, I could go back to it if you want. I mean, if you want, we can work on your levels. But I don't think you have the best power washer yet.
I don't.
Yeah. Today you get to be spoiled with this fantastic power washer, and then you're gonna go back to your game and think, why?
I already think that.
Yeah, well, imagine me refusing to buy any of the other power washers and having to get all the stars so I could buy this one. But it was worth it.
Oh,
It's definitely worth it. I'm gonna need a ladder. Whatever. I love this game, but I hate it at the same time because of, like, the fact that they really are like, you have to get every angle on these things. Oh, hey.
Needs a goddamn mop when you can just power wash.
Exactly. So, it depends. Some women's rooms are nice, and they, like, aren't bitches. But if you've ever been in a high school girl's bathroom, I don't know why, but these motherfuckers like to spread their blood on the wall. I don't know what war zone we're in or like what animal instinct you guys have there, like other females have to spread their blood on the wall, but I am not that person. I don't understand it.
Excuse me?
I don't understand it. We had a party at our house for like 4th of July, and my cousin, who's in middle school, invited some of her friends, and my mom was like, I had to clean the bathroom mid-party, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. You invited the middle schoolers here, not me. I was trying to study for finals. Or some test. And you just decided we're having a 4th of July party, and I was forced to go with it. By association. Yeah, the worst thing a guy can do in the bathroom, well, no.
No.
No, never mind. I just realized there's other things you can smear.
I mean, the other gender can smear it too.
Yeah. But I feel like the blood is worse. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's terrible. What are you cleaning? Oh, you started on the floor?
Yeah, I started with the floor.
I started on the walls. I hate them. But it's fine.
Divide and conquer.
Yes, that is the point. Yes.
Normally, I would go with the walls first and then go to the ground. But this isn't real life, so the gunk on the walls won't go down to the floor again.
That's true.
That was actually the cleaning technique I had to use at a food processing plant.
Yeah, no, that's the best cleaning technique when you're cleaning stuff. That makes sense, Mango. That makes so much sense. Wow, I'm so smart. I hate myself. It's fine.
I don't know how they get all the gunk underneath the benches.
Crouch.
No, I'm wondering how people get the underside of the benches dirty.
Oh, talent.
Talent.
Yeah, that's my answer.
That's a
final answer. Lock it in.
Secret.
Yeah, it's like the gum under tables thing. I never understood that. Like, why? Why put your gum under the table? Just save the fucking wrapper and put it back in the wrapper when you're done.
Oh my god,
and then throw the wrapper away. But they're like, nope, I'm gonna stick my gum under the table because that's not disgusting. Touching my own saliva and sticking my gum to the nasty underside of a table. That's not gross.
Yeah, because you're totally going to chew it again after you pull it out from under there.
Yeah, really.
What?
Well, I don't know why you would re-chew gum anyways, but I chew gum. In fact, I wish I had gone out to my car before I started streaming and grabbed a stick of peppermint gum because it would help my throat.
I actually have a stick of gum. Well, never mind. It's not close by anymore because I moved it. Damn.
I didn't even get coffee today, guys. I got chai lattes to help my throat, and then I forgot to drink them while they were hot, so I had to microwave them, but then they were too hot, but then I forgot to drink them when they cooled down a little bit, so then they weren't hot anymore. So, it was just a cycle. Oh, and then I had like a 2-hour-long mental breakdown about a freaking cookie sheet. It was about more than the cookie sheet, but the cookie sheet is what started it. Anyways, how's everyone else's day going? I hope it's good.
Mine's been okay.
Washy. It picks up more flavor though. Ew, disgusting.
Nope. Are we back to the gum? My lord.
I'm still iffy on usernames for everybody from Charlie's stream, but this is Price, right? If it's Price, that sounds like something. That's exactly something you would say. Yep, that's such a Price statement right there. It's very on brand for him. Take that as you will.
More flavor.
My first real story from Price that I associate him with is a Simba incident. We're not going to talk about it here because I don't want that shit in my stream. But I'll tell you about it sometime after stream because it's no, I'm not deleting the VOD. I'm lazy.
No one's ever going to clip it and then save that clip.
Remember that one clip I think you made and I was like, nope, I gotta delete it.
Oh yeah.
Because it would be taken out of context so bad. One day I get a hater finally and they're like, oh, this is a clip to take her down. It's like, yeah, that would be the clip to take me down, even though I was joking, no context with it.
Ah, yes. I remember that clip. Ah, such a beautiful day.
Boy, Mango, what? Huh?
Chaos.
Next time Aqua's in town, I can put you up in a nice place. Are you talking about a shelf? Because I'm short. Get it? One time, when I worked at a Starbucks kiosk in a Kroger, there was this little cabinet. I was cleaning the cabinets on the ground, right? Like the lower cabinets, not the upper ones. And I was cleaning this one cabinet where we kept the cold brew thing. And I went to get to the back of the cabinet because I'm like deep cleaning this shit because it was one of my favorite things to do at that job was deep clean things because nobody else did and it was very satisfying. So I'm deep cleaning this thing where we keep the cold brew thing and I have to go all the way into the back of the cabinet. So I pretty much just like sat down in the cabinet. And then my coworker was like, oh, be careful you don't get stuck in there. And I was like, bitch, I'm not going to get stuck in here. And I turned around and literally closed myself in the cabinet. I didn't get stuck. I turned around and closed myself in the cabinet to prove a point.
Have you ever been locked into a walk-in freezer?
Yes, actually. At that same job, yeah, I did once. It scared the shit out of me. So what happened was our food stuff was stored in the meat and seafood freezer.
Yeah.
And I was in there one day grabbing our bakery goods for the next day. And so I'm in there with my little cart throwing Starbucks pastries in, and one of the meat guys comes in and he goes to get something and then he leaves and he shuts me in the freezer after seeing me in the freezer. He shuts me in it and I was just like, what the fuck, bro? But then 2 seconds later, one of my favorite coworkers came in and she had opened it. I say coworkers, but she worked in the seafood department. But anyways, she came in and I was like, that bastard shut me in the freezer. I mean, I wasn't locked in there. Obviously, they have safety things to prevent that. But I was just like, man saw me here this whole time, heard me throwing stuff into my little cart, right? And just shut me in the freezer. I left it open a crack, so I wasn't, absolutely freezing, because if you shut it, then it turns the fans back on to cool everything off for that, 1 degree difference. Anyways.
Naughty fruits go into the freezer.
But I'm not naughty. I'm just not goody.
Rot.
The scream room. Notice how in the back half of the cafe, the vent channel is called the walk-in. It's because that's where everybody goes to have a mental breakdown, right? You ever worked in a restaurant? Which I have.
Oh god, it's awful.
It is awful. That's why everybody goes to the walk-in to have their mental breakdowns.
We weren't allowed to at the job I was at.
Screw them. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. You can't stop me. That's homophobic.
Most of my mental breakdowns came from the supervisors.
Honestly. I had a job once. I made a mistake, right? I was in my first couple weeks working there. I made a mistake, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I had this really shitty coworker who never did shit for her job. Always was putting stuff on me, and it's bro, can you not? be like that. Anyway, so she sucked. I made this one mistake, and I hear her fucking shit talking me to the manager on duty that night, and I fucking broke down, and I said, look, I'm leaving. I clocked out for my break. I had a mental breakdown in my car out back, and then I came back in, and they were still shit talking me, and I could hear them, and I was like, I feel sick. I'm leaving, and I left. I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck that. Like, this is fucking bullshit. You all act like fucking high school girls. You're fucking in your 30s. Get over yourselves.
I hate it.
You're just jealous because I'm young and skinny, and you're old and don't have your life together, and you're still working at this restaurant. Fuck you. That's exactly what it was.
The worst employees are those that act like they're still in high school.
Mm-hmm. Whether you're in high school or not, get over yourself. I worked with high schoolers at that Starbucks kiosk, and they would close, and I trained them how to close, right? And I trained them the best way to do it because I was the best closer. But then I switched to openings just because it worked better with school. Well, I trained them how to close. They knew how to do it right. I had closed on my own so many times because we were understaffed and management hated me. They didn't hate me. They just knew I was a good worker and I could do everything by myself, which sucked. So, anyways, I had closed by myself and gotten everything done and, like, then some. And I didn't expect them to do that and then some point, but the fact that they would only get half the shit done, even though I trained them on how to close, because they were too busy. It was really just the one girl. She was too busy going to hang out with her boyfriend and take extra long breaks and shit. It's like you're not even busy at night normally because it's a Starbucks. You're getting coffee. It wasn't an official Starbucks. Hydrate. Okay, hydrate. I am drinking water, yes.
It's a first.
It's not a first. It's just not often.
It's a first.
I normally drink water at night after I've had my coffee. And I keep water next to my bed so when I wake up in the middle of the night and have to, like, drink like a hamster that just got off its fucking wheel. Do you ever do that? Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night and feel like you're, like, dying of thirst?
I have a case of water next to my bed.
Exactly! For those nights when you wake up in the middle of the night and have to down a whole bottle of water like you just came out of the Sahara Desert or something. Like,
yeah, right? When you got cotton mouth like hell.
I know, really. It's worse when I'm sick because I, like, can't breathe through my nose. And so then I always end up, like, mouth breathing and it makes it worse. It's always the worst. I feel bad for whoever I live with in the future. Like, if I ever find someone stupid enough to date me, right? I feel bad, because in the future, they're gonna, like, fall asleep next to me, right? And it's like, yeah. Oh, that's great, but allergy season and cold and flu season, you're gonna hear me snoring. Might as well, like, invest in some earplugs or something. I can't help it. And when people are like, oh, try, like, breathe right strips or stuff, or try this, or try that. And I'm like, listen, bitch, I'm just sick, okay? I can't help it. I'm a sick person. Not, like, mentally, like, well, yeah, mentally. Not, like,
oh.
Not like in a creepy way, like in a actually physically, I have no immune system way. Yeah. Which is why I, like, am dying today. It wasn't so bad yesterday. I felt myself getting sick, like, the past couple days. And I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. And then today, I just, like, got hit by a bus. Why is this place so disgusting? Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Subway, that you let yourself get to this state?
Jared.
Huh?
Jared from Subway.
Jared from Subway.
I'm gonna just stop that joke there.
Probably
He
good
does not
since I
need to
don't
be
get
brought
it.
back. I'm gonna message you the
Oh
joke
no.
because it's not something I want to say on stream.
Oh god. Oh, you wear sunglasses at night, so what?
There you go. I sent my explanation.
Key? Give me a second. Oh! Yeah. That makes sense why you wouldn't say that. I see now. I see. I get it. I get it. Honestly, after that, I'd be in the State 2 subway. So how's everyone's day going? Anyone else have a mental breakdown about a cookie sheet? No? Just me? Cool.
Really? Explain what happened? A cooking sheet?
Yeah. Well, there were
What
no...
happened? Did it just, like, get caught on whatever you were cooking?
No, there were no clean ones, and I'm sick, and then I realized that I always have to do everything for myself, and nobody helps me ever in this household, and I wish I didn't live here. And then I started just crying.
Brother, I would disagree, but you just fucking shut him down.
What?
Your sibling would just tell you otherwise, but you would shut him up real quick.
I asked him to bring me a Band-Aid on his way out from work because he was coming downstairs. Nothing. Man just left. Didn't even lock the door behind him. Like, and we have a crazy chick who's supposed to come by to get her son. My ex-girlfriend. She's crazy. Like, actually crazy. Technically, she owes me thousands of dollars. She has her shit here because she moved with us, right? Because she was like, we weren't dating at that point. And anyways, she was, yeah, let's not even get into all that. So the point is, her shit's here. We've been trying to get her to come get her shit and her cat. And she's been like, oh, I'm going to get it. And then she keeps canceling. And my mom was like, this is your final chance to come get it. And if not, we're like, she's like, we're putting it on the lawn. If you're not here within the hour you're supposed to be here to get it, then we're just getting rid of it. And she tried to text my mom and was like, you're not putting my stuff out on the lawn and blah, blah, blah. And then I guess she said something about suing us. And my mom showed me the message. And I was like, great. So I need to find all the receipts from all the stuff that like she owes me for, like her cat getting fixed and the tattoo that she got and all this other stuff that I paid for her after her sister died and she was trying to, like, get her shit together.
Quote unquote.
Because,
Trying.
yeah, she really isn't. That's why I cut her out. She's getting a divorce because she got married to a chick after 2 months of dating, and then the girl was in the army and she got deployed. And oh my god, she couldn't make everything about her all the time. It was so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm not even dealing with her, Iris. I'm not even dealing with her. My aunt's coming over because if I see her, like, I'm gonna leave the house. If I see her, I'm literally going to tear her to shreds mentally. It's not even funny. She deserves it. The way she treated me was just garbage. And that was my first and only girlfriend. Not saying that it's like I won't have a girlfriend again. I don't know. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen. Anyways, walk.
No one ever knows.
Yeah. My point being, I still like girls. She didn't ruin girls for me. Just not that girl. I just don't like that girl. It's not even mockery, Iris. It's just facts that are gonna make her, like, hate herself more than she already does. So, a new job arrived. Can I finish this one first before you guys start pushing other jobs on me? Honestly. Ugh. I wonder if there's actually, like, lore to power wash them, and one day I'm gonna do a stream and it's just gonna be me reading all the messages. It's not even gonna be me playing the game. It's just gonna be me reading all the messages, like when I beat the game. There'll be a stream after that's like, does this game have lore?
Yeah, it actually does.
Yeah, I know, I just don't pay attention to any of it. So we're gonna figure it out one day. We're just gonna sit here and read through all the messages to see the lore.
I hung out with Herbig one day while he was playing Power Wash Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a bunch of late game stuff.
Yeah.
And it shows like references to all your previous jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what kind of fucking lore is this?
What am I missing?
What?
Oh.
Excuse me, what?
Huh?
What are we missing?
No, what am I missing? Right on this wall. This particular wall.
Oh, okay. I was about to...
I was like, why is this wall not clean yet? No. No, I got it. Don't worry about my wall. You leave my wall alone. Go find your own wall.
I'm cleaning this light. Because that was bugging me.
I was working up my way to it. I got a system.
My system is taking a while.
Your system takes a while? What?
My system is taking a while to make any progress. I made a face.
I see. I don't see. I'm too far away, but...
I made a face in the dirt.
Nice. Ooh, wait. You ready? I got one. I'm gonna do it over here. Woo! I fucked it up. Gotta move over. I meant to turn that off, but there we go. Wait, I got an even better idea. Hold on.
What did you make here?
Come here.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh! God! Okay, I need to press this one.
And immediate ban.
Runs away.
There we go. Mango, I fixed it. I fixed it, Mango.
Petition to draw Nebby? Oh, bet. Okay, I got you. Let me find another part of the wall. You ready? Okay, here we go. Pro artiste here. Nebby. Boom. Okay. Back to what I was doing.
Did you see my face on the floor?
No, wait. Where's your face on the floor? Aww. Wait. I got another idea. Ready?
Hmm?
Okay. Boom! It's a man with a mustache. Wait. Even better?
Give him eyebrows. Give him eyebrows. That's my contribution.
Guys, he's got a mustache and a monocle and a top hat and one eyebrow. Amazing. Truly amazing. We are
wait.
perfect artists. What? Why he built like a Lego man?
I wanted to. Our robot overlord.
It's wait, what? Huh, Iris? I'm confused. Anyways, we must erase Nebby last. It's the law. I don't care about the boobies or the other thing.
Well, I guess I'll be a criminal.
No! Don't erase Nebby! I love him!
Oh, I thought you said we have to erase Nebby.
No, we do it last. We do it last. That's the last thing we clean. Deal?
Deal.
Cool. Goodbye, tatas. What are you cleaning now?
Nothing.
Could have sworn I heard you near me.
I'm over here.
I don't know why it sounded like you were right behind me, but it did.
I left a message.
You left a message? Where?
Yeah. Right here.
Hold on. I'm really focused on this section of the wall. Wait, where?
Up there.
Cat. Ugh. No one can help us now. The urge to listen to copyrighted music is strong, but the urge to not have to worry about deleting the VOD later is stronger.
Click. Quick, everyone, say bad words in the chat so the VOD has to be deleted. Chat replay.
Oh my god. Can you move?
Also, the floor looks great.
It does.
I keep forgetting to clean up this area though.
What area?
Like the center area.
Sweet.
Oh my god.
All the way back to the sun.
I love the shine on this fucking floor after you like soak it.
Yeah.
Like, look at the tile when it's wet.
Oh my god. I don't know what's happening in my chat now. It's just Iris going full British on us.
Oh god.
It's Tuesday. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop now. I don't want to actually offend anybody. It's like, do you know those videos on TikTok where the guy remakes H2O scenes? And he's like, oh no, Cleo, Emma!
The fuck are H2O?
You've never seen the show H2O, Just Add Water?
No.
Oh, it's great.
What
We grew
is
up
it?
in a time of toxic masculinity. You wouldn't be allowed to watch a mermaid show. It's an Australian show about mermaids. It was on Nickelodeon and stuff when I was a kid, when we were kids. But you never saw it, so. Mermaids become mermaids when you get them wet. Yeah, essentially, that's what happened.
Oh, I know about it now.
Oh, and the full moon makes them act crazy. What?
Oh,
And it's like, it makes fun of, the guy makes fun of, like, how every full moon episode they're like, oh, we're so prepared this time. And then something goes wrong and they look at the full moon. It's like, the full moon isn't supposed to rise till this. And the next thing you know, they're seeing a reflection of it in water. And then they're like, I must become a mermaid and do mermaid things. And it's like, no, you're gonna be discovered. So every time, that's exactly what we had to go through every time. And so they'd be like, one of them sees the full moon and they're like, oh no, Cleo, Emma, Ricky. Ricky's not as fun to say with a fake Australian accent, but still. Oh no. Yeah.
There we go.
What?
Mango.
Well,
Where are you at?
I'm focused.
Oh, there you are.
Hey, remember that time we played with Aqua? And we hit on the roof? Stop spraying me!
Follow me.
I follow. I love how we run. Hey, speaking of Aqua.
I thought Aqua was going to join us.
Oh, I feel like Aqua just woke up.
That makes sense.
Yeah. She just sent me streaks. A red panda. A red panda. I mean, if Aqua joins, we can totally just pause this and go do, like, a group activity. That sounds bad. I meant one of the, like, group ones we could do, like, the extra ones. Like that train where you guys got to do all the fun stuff and I was just focused on those stupid fucking wheels.
That sounds like your fault.
I know, I started at the front and I was like, oh, that's cool, they can start at the back. And then I ended up doing, like, all the work on those wheels. It took me the entire time because there were so many little pieces and, like, nooks and crannies to get into, and you guys were just like, look, there's a bell! Like, you can't tell me that isn't exactly how that went.
Meanwhile, me and Aqua were just, like, spraying each other.
I don't know why I decided I needed to run to this end of the subway to do this.
I don't know either.
Let's do the ceiling. Let's do the fork and the garbage disposal. Ding, 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 ding. Sorry.
What the fuck was that?
You've never seen that?
No.
Hold on. Guys. I just have to do let's do the and it shows up. Oh god. I'm gonna need you to go watch that video real quick.
Okay.
I'm actually just gonna put it in the fixing vids. So anyone can look at it.
Fucking god. What the fuck is this?
Let's do the fork in the garbage disposal. Ding 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 ding.
Meanwhile, Aqua, what's a garbage disposal?
Oh my god, I shouldn't show her that. Then she'll actually be scared of it. It's not scary.
Ding, 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 ding.
What if you drop something now that then you close your eyes and accept that you're never getting it back? Or you should just take out the pipe underneath. Wow, it gets stuck in the U-bend.
What if you drop your ring in the garbage disposal?
Then you
I don't
take
know.
apart the U-bend. Under the sink. Wow! Because your ring isn't gonna float.
Get a magnet.
The garbage disposal's
hold it at-
metal.
No, I was gonna say, and hold it at the U-bend.
Or you just accept that it was a cheap ring and you lost it. Honestly,
You'll
if I
find out.
dropped a ring down the garbage disposal, the only time I would care is if it was like wedding rings. But I don't have those, so I don't have to worry.
Yeah,
Also, why would I be wearing my wedding rings to do the dishes?
for real, right?
No, you bend. What? I'm so confused, Iris. What are you talking about?
You bend over. Ha!
No, I'm good. If I bend over too fast, then I get dizzy. I might have POTS. Like, actually speaking, I might have POTS. I have to go see a doctor. I might have a lot of different things. That was supposed to be on my to-do list today, but I forgot about it. Oops.
What do I have to do today? Water pots.
No, call a doctor. Try to get a new primary care physician. Mostly so I can get an inhaler. Class today was exhausting. Mostly because of my classmates being slow.
Isn't that just school in general?
Well, like, we were doing things where we were trying to figure out what the independent and dependent variable were for, like, psych stuff. Like, examples of different experiments or studies and stuff. And we were like, what's the dependent variable? What's the independent variable? And some people were taking, like, 5 years to figure it out. And it's like, guys, it's not that hard. The independent variable, we change it. The dependent variable, the things we change it. Easy. And then they couldn't figure out what the, like, how it was positive or negative changes. And it's like, if both things get better, then it's positive. And if one thing gets better but the other doesn't, then it's negative. Wow.
So my job requires like a basic sense or basic understanding of mathematics, like just regular arithmetic.
This isn't a math class. This is psychology.
No, I'm talking about my job.
Okay, yeah.
It requires like the minimum knowledge in math.
Yeah.
How to subtract, how to add, whatever. And yet I'm having a full-on adults or even like elderly people like applying for this job, and once while I'm training them, they can't seem to understand the math regarding their job.
Honestly, so I had people in one of the Discords for my math class. They were like, the math classes I'm taking this semester are what I consider higher level math classes because they're ones that you would not take in high school. Like, you can't take them in high school. They're college level courses. And the class that I'm talking about specifically is discrete mathematics. Now, based off the name, you would assume that no one would go into this class thinking it's an easy A. Unless you're an absolute genius. We had people in the fucking Discord who were like, yeah, I'm going to drop the class. I thought it was going to be an easy A. And I'm like, in what world? In what fucking world? Can you get these floors at some point? Like the floors of the tunnel? I'm gonna start in the other tunnel. It'll take forever. I'll get the ceiling here.
But I was doing the benches.
Well, yeah, I thought at some point you don't have to drop what you're doing to do it right now. I'm just gonna get started on this tunnel. I'm gonna clean the sides first. I forgot about them. I just like looked at the floor and thought to myself, I don't want to do this.
Just like your classmates were doing in Discord.
I just like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, what part of discrete mathematics sounds easy?
Discrete.
Like, honestly. And the thing is that it's not even a math class. It's a math class, but it's more of a logic class. Like, you learn how to prove stuff in a way that people can't argue with you that it's wrong. Like, you prove things so definitely that people can be like, it's wrong, and it's like, no, here's the proof. Haha, fuck you. So, it's not an easy class. It's not an easy class. And I don't know who would go into discrete mathematics thinking it's an easy A. I'm not going into it thinking it's an easy A. And I'm a math major, and I love math. What?
Oh, they were so positive about it.
I really don't get it. Like, of all the math classes to go into thinking it's an easy A, you pick discrete? Like, I said Calc 1 would be an easy A. If I hadn't gotten depressed, it would have been an easy A. Instead, I got a B. But that's my point. I got depressed, and I still got a B. But that was Calc 1. That's something you take in high school for a lot of people who go into math majors. Or math-related majors. But I would never go...
When I took U.S. government,
Mm-hmm.
I felt I would sleep like the whole semester, and I still passed it with a B.
It's, yeah.
I'm like, how is government this hard to understand?
I took it as a dual enrollment class, so I wouldn't have to take history classes in college. It worked.
I still had to take history because I was planning to graduate with a minor in history.
Yeah, disgusting.
While majoring in education.
Math, gross. Not math. History, gross. Math, good. History.
History, cool. Math, yucky.
I'm trying to recognize this song. Blah, blah, blah. Math as paper. Ooh.
Quick chat. Tell Mango she's wrong about math being cool.
I will ban you. I will ban all of you. Don't test me. See? Math is fantastic. See, Galaxy?
Who said that?
A child.
English class sucks. Okay, I agree with that.
English class sucks in the sense of, like, it's kind of stupid. Once you're done learning grammar, I guess, like, understanding writing is, like, reading comprehension or whatever is fine.
Reading
but I feel like...
I understand, but...
But, like...
Ugh.
Looking at the symbolism in other people's stories, that's great. Except I don't like most of the books I had to read. There were a few books that I read in English classes that I liked. Like, I didn't like Lord of the Flies or Animal Farm, but I liked Secret Life of Bees and How to Kill a Mockingbird. Or, yeah. Or To Kill a Mockingbird. I don't know. Man, I'm tired. I'm sick. My brain don't work.
Have you taken anything?
No, I'm raw dogging this.
God.
Yeah. I just, like, it gets to the point where I'm so doped up on cold meds sometimes that I just, like, actually genuinely cannot
Function.
I'm barely functioning as is, so I just would rather do it not on cold meds. Plus, the worst thing right now is my throat, and cold meds don't really help that. I'm literally a writer too, okay? I'm writing a book. Fun fact about Mango, your random fact of the day, I guess. I'm writing a book. I am. I love reading. I'm writing a book.
I like looking at at pictures in books.
Granted, it's going to take me forever to write this book. I'll probably publish it when I'm in my 80s. Well, it's going to be a series, but still. Not the point. I am writing a book. I do plan on finishing it because I want to know how it ends. It's so funny. I'll, like, reread it, like, to remember what I wrote when it's been a while, and also to, like, make sure... Can you stop spraying me? Stop! Anyways, I'm sick. Don't bully me.
That's not bullying.
Anyway, so I'm writing a book. Is my point. I just think that English majors... What are you gonna do with an English major? Teach English? Because you don't need an English major to write a book.
You just need it to understand how to read a book. And how to write.
Like, all you can do with an English or history major is teach other people what they need to know for an English or history major. Convince me I'm wrong. Well, I guess, like, history stuff you can, like, go into, like, archaeology and crap. That's kind of cool.
I wanted to do that.
That's cool. See, that's a practical application.
And I wanted to study Latin because I kind of wanted to...
I took 8.5 years of Latin. I used to be able to talk that shit. Like, speak it. I used to be able to speak it. I had a Latin teacher in college, though, who tried to tell me that speaking, like, Latin was spoken a certain way, and I was like, you realize it's a dead language, so you can't confirm or deny your correctness in it? The language is dead. It is gone. It does not get used anymore. Like, at this point, we're just here learning it for fun.
I will revitalize Latin.
Honestly.
If I could ever learn it.
It is a dead language. No, because, like, actually, though, Latin, like, my mom made me do Latin when I was homeschooled to help me understand English words. And it's actually really funny because there's certain Latin words that I remember in very different ways than other people remember them. I can't go into the one because it's not appropriate for stream. But one of the ones is mare. Mare means sea in Latin. And most people remember that, like, they'll think of, like, submarine. Right?
Mare?
Yeah, or maritime. To remember that it means sea. Me, being the backwards-ass person I am, went mare. It's a kind of, it's a female horse. Poseidon made horses from sea foam. Boom. And that's how I remembered it. And people are like, that's so weird. And I'm like, and yet I will never forget what mare means in Latin. It means sea.
Could you spell that out?
M-A-R-E.
There. Okay. If you drop the E, then you get mar, which is ocean in Spanish.
Yeah, that's because all the Romance languages are based off Latin.
Yep. That's why Latin is so, like...
It's useful.
I can understand it to understand it.
Yeah, it's useful. Listen, Iris, I don't know. Okay? Just because I took 8.5 years of Latin does not mean I remember all 8.5 years of fucking Latin. I do know my favorite word, though. It's like 3 Latin words and some endings thrown together. Philosophy, nihilopilification.
Excuse me, the fuck what?
Flossy, nasi, nihilopilification. Flossy, nasi, and nihil are Latin words, and I forget which one means which, but the general premises of the word flossy, nasi, nihilopilification is seeing something as being absurd or useless, which is essentially what those Latin words mean. So yeah, that is my favorite English word, and it's 3 Latin words crammed together with some endings.
I'm erasing Nebby.
Ow! No! Not Nebby! You leave Nebby alone. Go clean the floor. Why are you cleaning the wall? You know what, whatever. As long as things get clean, I don't really care how we do it. I kinda care.
Yep.
But, for the same kind of reasons as why I remember mare, there's another word, and I'm not gonna go into how I remember this word. Its meaning, but the word is senex, and it means old man. And I'm not gonna go into why. It has a lot to do with the whole Jared from Subway thing.
Oh no!
It's a similar premises.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna go into my thought process on that one. Just know that I will never forget that the word senex means old. Most people think senile with it. Yeah, it's senex. Most people think senile because I don't actually remember what senile means, but I know it deals with old people.
We have
What?
a ladder, by the way.
I know we do. I don't use the ladders. I hate them. Until I absolutely have to, I don't use them. Because you can't put them back flat on the ground. It's so annoying. You have to put them in one of the blue spots. But we don't even need the ladder. I cleaned like that whole other side without the ladder. We're better than ladders. We're short. We adapt. Oh, I'm short. I adapt.
I'm shorter.
I'm crappy.
You can't reach the pedals.
Shut up. I just have to move the seat all the way forward. In the car.
And yet you still need stilts to reach it.
No.
Yes.
Nope, I'm pretty sure I've been in the car with me and I've never had stilts. If you pull the seat all the way forward...
You're still too short.
No. You're not gonna gaslight me into thinking I'm too short to drive. I'm not.
Everyone knows. Holy shit!
I am the shortest in our friend group. This is a fact. Okay? I know you're gonna say that Fee is the shortest, but Fee is not the shortest.
How tall are you?
5 feet.
Oh, I am taller than you. Holy shit! I thought we were about the same height.
Nope.
How tall is Aqua?
Aqua is 5'2", 5'3". Why do I just know this? Why do I just remember this? You know what? Don't ask. Don't ask questions. I don't want to know. That was me talking to myself.
Where are you?
And I'm so sorry. Why?
I don't even know where that's from.
I don't know either.
Also, there's.
I want to get. Oh my god! For the thing, I want to get proxy. The proxy chat for Among Us to play with people. I think it would be so funny.
Hey, Mango, look at this. There's actual light in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
The floor actually looks good now.
The floor looked good already. You did a good job.
But it looks better when the light's shining off of it.
That's true. It's kind of a cool little thing they put in there. That one light. Okay. That's a cool detail. I can't talk. How tall are you, Gami? I don't remember. What are you, like 5'7"? If I take a guess, I don't know.
You're 5'9".
Hey, wait, someone did draw a face on this.
Where?
There's eyes and a nose and a mouth.
Oh my god.
No? 5'11". I'm gonna go with 5'11", Gami.
It's too damn hot.
It's too darn hot. That's a song from a musical that I performed in. Gami, was I high or low with that one? Just give me a hint.
I don't know why, but I see a skull here. Like right here.
I see it.
That's unsettling.
I was low. What are you, like 6'3"?
Got me right.
Yeah. Got me to cracking. What's cracking? That's what I normally say. Something like that. I have all the extensions for this too, so you don't have to get on the ladder to spray far away. You can just put the extension on. In case you didn't notice or realize.
Mm-hmm. Don't look
Muckingham.
down. Please don't look down.
I looked down.
How dare you? Now the VOD has to be.
Wait a second. Why have you not... I didn't see anything. Why did you not finish cleaning the top of this?
My sword!
I
I made a sword.
Oh.
I was proud of that.
I'm sorry. They look good. Oh my god, look over here. There's like little dudes fighting a dude. Come here. Around 6'3"? Gami? Around 6'3"? Were you 6'3"? Am I wrong again? Probably wrong again.
What up?
Oh, look. Look at little dudes.
Little robot dudes.
You know. Sometimes they put cool art in here and I don't want to destroy it. Like when we cleaned the golf
Hey, isn't that
course.
Shovel Knight?
I don't know.
I think that was from Shovel Knight.
Remember when we cleaned the golf course and the cave had paintings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we deleted that.
Delete it?
We deleted the drawings.
You erased them.
Delete.
Hey, homie, not to criticize, but
I don't like this.
what's going on with the floors over here?
Oh. I got sporadic.
I can tell.
I got distracted first because I was spraying the ground, and then I looked up, and then I sprayed the light, and then realized there's a light, and then went all the way down the tunnel. Hey, look, we're getting good signal.
Free Wi-Fi. Technically wrong. Damn it, Donnie. Fine, 6'2". I was 1 inch off. Unlike some guys who say 8 when really they mean 4. I like the nose on this piece you did over here.
No, you don't. Don't lie. I am no artist.
Kind of looks like a motorcycle that's upside down.
Excuse me, what?
And it looks like an upside down motorcycle. This is exactly what this whole thing. You just like look upside down, it kind of looks like a motorcycle.
I guess.
You don't have any artistic vision. This is sad.
I don't. I told you I don't.
Damn it, this is my light. Stop.
This is the light of my life.
Damn, it's not me. Sag. Runs away. Why did my mind just go, Jesus Christ, superstar? That's copyrighted music, I can't sing it.
Boop, boop, boop. And now it's not safe for work.
What? Why'd you put the ladder over here on the dirty side?
What?
Did you clean the light all the way? Ooh, ow, that was painful.
Oh, what?
I just hiccuped very painfully. It hurt. I'm in Spain. Without the S.
I live in Spain.
I'm in Spain without the spin.
Ah?
Ah! You spell applesauce without A's.
Oh God.
You spell applesauce.
We're bringing that back, huh?
Just the same. You can call it applesauce. I just like parkour, man. Parkour.
Main ceiling light still needs done.
Parkour. Parkour. That was actually really funny. Jumping through the water somehow made it funnier. I don't know.
What? Huh?
Because you were spraying and I jumped through it. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Felt like a kid at a water park. Actually, at the zoo in the part of Virginia I grew up in, there's these fountains in the main part, and people would just bring their kids in swimsuits to just jump through the fountains. So you just have all these little kids running through the fountains, and they would spend like the whole time at the zoo just running through the fountains instead of actually looking at the animals. My favorite part was the reptile section. I love me some good snakes. Snaky snakes. I got to hold a snake a couple times. We went to zoo camp. I got to hold a tarantula. I scared the shit out of my brother with that tarantula. It was fun.
Snakes feel yucky.
I like them.
What?
Do I like Animal Crossing? Yes. Who wrote boobies on the wall?
Oh, I don't know.
It was me.
It was a certain smoothie.
It was me. I'm not a smoothie.
You're a smooth brain.
No. I can't jump with the ladder. Oh my God. Disgusting piece of equipment. That's what she said. I'm so sorry. That was horrible. Am I wrong? It's kind of gross.
Meanwhile,
why do you think I put boobs on the wall instead of a pee-pee?
I actually drew a pee-pee, but I erased it. That's why you see like one random spot that's actually just cleaned off.
Yeah. Remember we were playing Jackbox? I don't know if you were here for it, but we were playing Jackbox and somebody went into like the drawing one and just immediately drew a PP.
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
fortunate enough that I was the one who got the PP drawing because I just stopped the stream. I just stopped. Well, I didn't stop the stream. I just like didn't have to worry about stopping the stream. I just started a new game. We just didn't let that person back in.
Yep. Well, I wasn't there, but I heard about the incident.
Yeah. We're like starting a new Jackbox game. This person comes into my stream for the first time and decides to draw like a detailed PP.
How detailed was it? Was it veiny?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Luckily, it showed up on my phone. I was the one who got the drawing, and I could immediately be like, nope, we're gonna end this before it gets worse. So then we banned that person. There will be no PPs in my chat.
Oh my God.
Or in my stream, technically.
Could have sworn someone pinged me.
Somebody pinged me. Weird. Who pinged me and why? What do you want? Who are you? What do you want?
Hey Mango, what do you think of my new car, by the way?
I think I said it was nice when I saw it. It's a ping I
It
don't
feels
care about.
weird.
Having a new car? Are the brakes tight?
No,
No?
I have to get those fixed.
Oh. Yeah, I don't like driving my brother's car because he's not good about getting stuff fixed, so my brakes are tight and his brakes are loose. And so you have to
My
put your
brakes
foot
are
like
squeaky.
all the way to the floor. And I have people who don't understand what I mean when I say that because they don't drive. They're like teenagers. They're like, what do you mean the brakes feel loose? And I'm like, they're loose. Like,
My old car's brakes were loose.
my brakes are tight. That's
I was confused. I was like, why is the brake so loose?
Yeah, why do you have
I thought
like
I was just
if you know
imagining
then you know what we mean when we say the brakes are tight or loose. Like,
I thought I was imagining it.
yeah, no, I hate driving my mom and my brother's car because the brakes aren't the right tightness, or I guess what I'm used to. It's like, don't get me wrong, before you get your brake pads replaced or your brakes changed or whatever you're supposed to do every now and then, yeah, your brakes will be tight, or will be loose, but it's like I'm used to the looseness in my car. That sounds so weird. That's such a weird
Doesn't mean I
statement. I'm used to the looseness of my car. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate my mind. What time is it? 7:25. I started stream early today. My surprise stream.
Yeah, it's 7:26.
What are you doing? You got the yellow card? Is that what you're
Taking my
doing?
Yes.
Take your time faster.
No. I'm trying to chill. So, I was chatting with Aqua about this last night, but a couple days ago I went to go watch the new Dragon Ball movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Barn went to see that. I have never
Who?
watched Dragon Ball. Barn.
It was good.
I've never watched Dragon Ball, so. Why is this wall not clean? Where are you dirt?
To anyone in chat who is debating whether or not to go watch it, I recommend watching it.
Oh, of course this wall isn't clean. I was like, is this wall dirty? Yes. The answer is yes, it is dirty.
Do you know the purpose of the tactile platform floor?
Of the what?
Do you know the purpose for the tactile floor?
To stop people from jumping.
It's
No.
more for the blind.
Oh. That would make sense, yes. So, it's to stop blind people from jumping. I wasn't wrong.
It's more to let them know where the boarding ledge is.
And stop them from jumping. I wasn't wrong.
Stop them from getting in the way of people getting on.
Jumping, falling, same difference.
I didn't say that.
Listen, it's to stop them from dying.
To stop them from getting ran over by people.
Imagine being trampled to death by people. That's so boring. That's such a lame way to die. Like, at least Simba got trampled by, not Simba, Mufasa got trampled by, bison, you know? Like, if you're gonna get trampled to death, then do it by something interesting. Not people. People are lame.
Elephants.
It would only take one elephant to trample a person.
Yeah.
Wanna bet what, Gami? What are we betting? What are we betting? My willingness to participate depends on what we're betting.
Participate in what now?
I don't know. Gami said, tell me what we're betting.
What are you participating in, Gami?
I don't know!
I was asking Gami.
Gami, what are we betting? I'm home alone. I can be as loud as I want. Oh, sorry. Forgot you're working on the yellow part. My bad.
The sheer audacity.
I know. Whoever this Mangugu's person is, we should cancel. We should cancel her for having the audacity to do anything, really.
Who wrote boobies on the wall?
Who wrote that was forever ago.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have 2 monitors.
And I admitted it immediately. I was like, I did. I wrote boobies. It was boobies.
There was no shame in it.
All titties be pretty, my dude. All titties be pretty. I will live and die by this statement. I don't know, some people are like, girls with small boobs. And attack people with small boobs. Or they attack people with big boobs. And it's like, listen, all titties be pretty. I will complain, though, about small titty privilege in fashion, okay? All these cute styles that are trending right now, I can't really wear them because they don't make them for big titty girls. They make them for small titties. Small titty privilege is a real thing. Genuinely speaking. Especially when it comes to smaller sizes of clothing. I am a short person. A floor-length dress for me in a small is a floor-length dress for me. But when I have to get a large to accommodate my titties, it is floor and then 3 inches length for me. And then I'm forced to wear heels whether I want it to or not. I mean, normally I do because I can, but still, what if I just wanted to throw on this dress real quick to just go get Starbucks because I didn't feel like putting on pants, one piece of clothing kind of day, right? But I have to wear heels now because the dress is too long for me to even drive with it unless I pull it up to my thighs to sit down in the car. It's just a pain. So yeah, small titty privilege. That's a real thing. That's the only thing I'll complain about when it comes to titties is that small titty privilege is a thing in fashion. There's no debating it. It's a thing. That being said, all titties be pretty.
This sounds like a personal attack.
It's not an attack. It's an attack on the fashion industry, not small titty people.
But this sounds personal.
Yeah, because fashion people or people in the clothing industry think that's short, small people who are like not like they think you have to be overweight to have large tits. You don't. Granted, I don't always think I'm skinny, but I'm definitely not overweight. And yet, I have to buy larger clothes for my boobs. It's sad. If I could afford to, I would just get all my clothes custom tailored. But I can't.
God, that'd be the dream.
If I were rich, first of all, I
I
would
would
support
move out.
all the homies. Secondly, I make sure that I, as well as my homies, have comfortable lives with. Thirdly, I
I would
would
invest.
I would never clean my house again. I would pay somebody, and I would pay them very well. Even if they like only have to clean one dish while they're there, because I would still do like dishes and stuff. Even if they had to clean like one dish, right? Or they just come in to vacuum the floors one day, and there's nothing else that they really need to do, I'd still pay them really well.
If I were rich, I would never drive anywhere again.
Custom clothes, like tailored clothes to fit me because I have a weird body shape. Yes, absolutely, 1000%. Tuition paid for. I would give freaking scholarships to people and like grants to people, like that they wouldn't have to pay back. If I were rich, I'd be like, look, you're struggling. Write me like a good essay. Actually, just write me like a half-ass essay. I know you don't really have time. Just give me like a letter. Write yourself a letter of recommendation. Boom, scholarship. Like, I don't need a full essay. I know you're busy. Like, just write me a letter, right? Scholarship. You know? Like, even if it's just like a little bit to each student in year to give them some help, like, it's hard. The struggle is real. I'm still trying to figure out my financial aid for this semester. It's a pain. So, yeah. There are a lot of things I would fix. If I could. If I were rich, oh my god. Nobody should have more money in their lifetime than they can spend, or their children can spend, or their children's children can spend. Looking at you, Beffrey Bezos. Not to get political, but like, eat the rich. This is coming from someone who lives paycheck to paycheck and can't even get out of her mother's house and wants to so bad because it's literally affecting my mental health, but I can't afford it. Like, I cried for 3 hours today over a cookie sheet, guys. A cookie sheet. Because I knew that if I wanted to use one, I had to wash it. Nobody was going to wash it for me because nobody else does anything in this house. So yes, I cried for like 3 hours today over a cookie sheet.
I feel like we just went back to the start of the stream.
Yeah, we really did.
I wasn't expecting you to bring it full circle like that.
Well, we gotta complete the arc, right? we're in the mango cried over a cookie sheet arc today, and we gotta finish the story.
Today is just Mango's origin story.
Mango villain origin story, yes. I'm also sick. I feel like garbage. My fucking head and neck and body just ache. I'm in pain. Gami never said what we were betting. Gami. Bro.
Is Gami even here still?
Gami left. He got tired of me. That's fair though. That's completely fair. Gami and Neptune one day tried to throw me under the bus. They were like collabing with Herbig, and I was like in all 3 streams, and Gami and Neptune tried to blame me for being like corrupted and corrupting them or something. As if I'm the corruption. I'm not the corruption. Just because I don't have a filter normally doesn't mean I'm the corruption.
hate using C.
Why do you hate using C? I like using C. Hey, get off my wall! Get off of my wall! This is my wall. Move. Move.
Floor's done.
Get off my wall. This is my wall. I'm cleaning it by myself. All good. Yeah, the floor is done. Good job. Now you gotta clean the floor at the tunnels. Aha.
Debbie is in danger.
Debbie is in danger. Why?
Debbie is in danger.
Don't erase Debbie.
Not. Everyone should have a free power wash. Everyone in the world should have like their own free power washer.
True. You know, I don't know why, but it feels like anytime I start one of these, like, I start on the easier side somehow. Like, I come over, and the other side seems to be dirtier than the first one originally was. I don't know.
I know nothing about that.
One of these days, I'm gonna like go through my Twitch Safe playlist and put all of the songs from each of the playlists that I like into my own personal Twitch Safe playlist. Oh. Ooh, my knee hurts. So bad. Hi, Omega. Omega says hi, Jesus.
Hiya, Boomer.
Welcome in, Omega. I hope you're having a good time of day.
Good time of day.
I'm ick. And I feel gross. And my ears hurt really bad, actually.
I'm sleepy. This
I'm
game always
sleepy,
makes
I'm
me feel
Mango.
tired.
It's relaxing.
That's for sure. But also nerve-wracking when you're like looking for that last speck of dirt.
I know. I've gotten to the point where I like try to make sure everything is clean. Or like the one thing I'm working on is like definitely clean before I move on to the next thing.
I can't do that for some weird reason. Like I'm normally, my brain usually works that way, but with this game I'm like, oh, I'm suddenly cleaning this area now. But I was cleaning this area. and then by the time I even get back to where I started, I kind of find out, oh, it's time for me to get off the computer.
You're on your new laptop. Ooh. Nice. I had lunch with my dad the other day. And my grandma. And my dad's girlfriend, Becky. And we were...
I mean,
I
Becky's
was...
boyfriend.
Yeah. I had lunch with Becky's boyfriend, Becky, and Becky's boyfriend's mom. Yeah. Had lunch with them the other day. And I was talking to Becky's boyfriend about wanting to get a PC for streaming. Like, one that's not a laptop. Because my laptop is great, but if I try to do too many things on it, it crashes.
What do you say?
And he was like, didn't we just get you a new laptop? And I was like, yeah.
It's cool.
But at some point I want to... No, it's a gaming laptop. Specifically so I can play The Sims, but, like, watch, that's, like, the least played game I have, actually. But, I was like, yeah, I do. But... I want a better, like, PC for streaming, specifically, at some point.
So yeah, I apologize if you hear me yawning.
Oh, good. Where's that itchy fucking letter at?
You got mad and then moved it.
I know I did. Still hate it.
That's one track down. Now 5 more to go. Never get this done.
My thing with this game is sometimes I forget to speak while I play it if I'm by myself.
I don't want to clean the floor anymore.
I'm sorry. Then clean the walls.
But you told me not to clean off Nebby.
Just don't clean Nibby. That's technically not part of the wall. That's one of those posters. So just don't clean that poster. Clean everything around it. Ooh, my ears just popped and everything sounds different. Do you ever have that?
Yep.
Yeah, everything sounds clearer now. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to hop off.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no, you're good.
Work wore me out.
You're fine.
I'm gonna hop out, everyone. Bye.
Bye. And then there was Mango. Maybe Aqua will join me. I don't know. Let me text her. Proceeds to die. It's fine. I'm fine, guys. Doing great. Oh, how's everyone else doing though? How are you guys? Sorry I get really quiet when I'm by myself sometimes. I'm not entertaining, I feel like. I don't know though. Maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe I'm lying to myself. Maybe it's Maybelline. I'm sorry. I hate myself. Maybe she's born with it. Or maybe she's uninteresting. No? Oh, God. My brain is like legitimately mush right now, and I apologize, guys. I kind of want a Slurpee. Can I afford a Slurpee? I feel like the coldness might hold my throat. That should be my bank account. Oh, hey guys, I guess while I'm talking about money, I should casually remind you guys about the birthday goal that ends at the end of the year. Haha. But it ends at the end of the year, and if you're the top tipper at the end of the year and we reach the $200 before my birthday, which I will not be disclosing to you guys, if we reach the free product on every order, $3.95 a month. Shit, okay. Do 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 do. 854. There we go. Agree and start. Anyways, so, yeah, if you're the top tipper and we reach the goal before my birthday, which I will not disclose when that is, then you get to pick a new sound alert to debut, during my streamiversary, which is December 31st. And I will be having a streamiversary stream with some new stuff debuting. So, yeah, it will be exciting, guys. I'm gonna get ice cream too, because my throat hurts. Some Prestige. I want the tea with lemon, or do I want the regular tea? I'll just get the CT. I'm actually gonna get rid of the ice cream. I don't need the ice cream. I'm trying to be healthy. Oh, sorry guys, I'm making a real quick 7-Eleven order. Okay, I ordered a Slurpee. Yay, Slurpees! Haha, hopefully the coldness will help my throat. Because it hurts. Anyways. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, back to cleaning. What were we talking about before that, though? I forget. Honestly, sometimes I think I just say words. And I don't fully process what I'm saying. Sounds about right for me. It feels so boring. I wish I had people with me. Hi, my order from 7-Eleven is being delivered. Wow, and I can check the status at this link. Wow. Oh my god. The sarcasm meter today is high. It's set to high. So. Why is this not clean? Wow. That was something else. Oh, guys. Somebody talk to me, I'm lonely. Oh. Is anyone else in school? Did classes start? How are they going? My classes are going great. I actually wonder. Bum, 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 bum. What? Wee. Perfect. It's official. I hate this subway. Bonk, 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 bonk. It's amazing how this one area, or this one, like, job, even though I was working with someone for most of it, is still taking multiple hours. It's such a big job. It's fun though. I like this game. It's relaxing. And satisfying for the most part. This is one of my favorite songs on this playlist. I don't know why. It's so weird. Oops, excuse me. It's weird. I haven't seen potatoes or tubs here today. They might be working. I don't like them to miss a stream. Oh, this was an unscheduled impromptu stream, so I don't know. I hope my DoorDash gets to the right house. I think so. I will be right back, guys. My food, or my Slurpee is here, so.
you fly, you rely on what's inside of you, don't you? Uh-huh. We fly with our spirit. Trusting your spirit, yes, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm back, guys, with a Slurpee. Which hopefully the cold Slurpee will help my throat feel better. Because it kind of really hurts right now. But they did almost try to go to the wrong house. I hate when they do that. Like our house is at the end of this long driveway, and so a lot of times delivery drivers go to the house that's by our mailbox and not our house. So but hopefully okay. Anyways, I'm back. Nope. I should do this one this way. Perfect. God, these floors are the worst. I'm gonna be here forever, just cleaning the subway tracks. Oh, my hand's falling asleep. Eh. Sweet. I'm done with that floor. My hand is falling asleep, guys. Oh, my Slurpee is melting. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. No, Aqua, you sound like you should be joining me in call because I miss you. It's more like I'm lonely and not entertaining by myself. I found another show for us to watch, Aqua, after we watched the How to Build a Sex Room show. There's like this speed dating show where they put on like the most extra makeup and go on blind dates, like with prosthetics and stuff. It's something about beast dating. Like they yeah. Okay. Good night, Omega. Thank you for stopping by and hanging around. Always appreciate it. I hope you have a good night or day or whatever time it is for you. Oh, crunch, crunch. Then it goes crunch. Wait, what? You exist and then you disappear. What? Huh? I'm confused. I am confuzzled. I guess hi and bye then?
Hey yo.
Hey yo! Hi!
What's up?
Not much, just watching the subway.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I drew some art. Hold on, I'll show you in a second.
Cool.
Yeah. You sound tired.
Yeah.
Did you take a nap?
Nope.
Or are you just tired?
Yeah.
Same. I didn't do any schoolwork today except going to class, but it's okay because I'm not working tomorrow because I feel so icky. Which is why we got a surprise stream today. I felt like playing Power Wash and I figured I might as well stream it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyways, you ready to see my beautiful art? Look,
Yeah.
here's Nebby.
Oh.
And then here's this.
Boobies.
Oh, and
Beautiful.
also, when Jesus was here, we drew a Top Hat dude. So,
Nice.
not to be confused for Top Hat. I'm almost done with this one. They're not in stream, but it's been 3 hours of me cleaning this. And I had Jesus' help earlier, so imagine if I didn't have Jesus helping me at all. Yeah, this one is a big one. Yep. How has your day been?
It was okay.
Only okay?
Yeah.
Did you do anything exciting?
No. Alright.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you cry over a 50 sheet for 3 hours?
Yes.
Yeah? Same.
Yes.
It's been a long day.
No. What's up, Aqua?
Aqua, my love, my darling!
Well, hello, dear.
I missed you.
I
I'd
missed you
offer,
too.
I'd say you should come finish this job with me, but I'm almost done with it. And then I'm gonna end stream, so.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a surprise stream today because I'm sick and not working tomorrow.
Not good that you're sick.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Speaking of which, let me drink some more Slurpee because the cold helps my throat. It's not weird, your mom. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Aqua, so we have this new show to watch. I found it. It showed up in my suggested on Netflix today. These people literally put on like prosthetics and stuff, makeup to like turn into like mythical creatures or just animals and stuff for their faces so they can go on these blind dates and try to find love. It's so weird. I don't even know, man. So after we watch How to Build a Sex Room, we're gonna have to watch that because it's just so ridiculous. I have to watch it with you. Barn, you're
Sounds
welcome to
cool.
join us for our weird shows. Oh no, Barn is dead.
How dare Barn die?
I know it's against
I'm
the
not dead.
rules. Oh, good. I'd be sad if you were dead.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you played the? Have you seen the update for Dibida?
I updated it, but I haven't done anything with it yet.
Yeah, me either. The new
I
guys
didn't
kind of.
notice.
The new guys kind of sketch. If he uses his thing, he can vault and fast fold and go over pallets.
Mm-hmm.
It's sketch. I watched someone play against him earlier. It's real sketch. I don't like it. Still better than Judge, though.
Yeah, you just don't like the darkness.
It's not the darkness. It's gleaming in the darkness and not being able to see or hear the ick.
Yeah, the whole thing, the darkness.
The poorly cut pee-pee man.
Yeah.
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 In the locker thing.
Yeah.
Like that time I was trying to lock a locker, but I accidentally went in the locker and then the dredge came into that locker. That was scary.
Oh, that does not sound fun.
It was not fun. It was like I accidentally went in the locker and then he happened to pick the exact locker I was in.
Would he have known that you were in there?
No, I looked it up. There's no way you could have known. I was like, did he know? Did he somehow know? And the answer is no. He didn't know because there's no way he could have known. Ow, my knee hurts. My whole body hurts. I'm just achy. Hey, Barn or Aqua, can one of you... Well, I'm going to ask Barn because he's close here, but can one of you come make me tomato soup and grilled cheese?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Okay, cool.
How do you make your tomato soup?
I make it with milk out of the can. I make Campbell's tomato soup with milk.
Good. Just had to check that we made it the same way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, of course. Why would you make it any other way?
Allergies?
Well, I use lactose-free milk. But, like, I don't actually... I wouldn't make it with oat milk. I would make it with lactose-free milk. There's no way I would try it with oat milk. It just wouldn't work, probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I make it with lactose-free milk. But it's the same as if you made it with regular milk.
Mm-hmm.
And then I make my grilled cheese in a pan with butter. And I normally make my grilled cheese with 2 slices of cheese, so it's extra cheesy. My stomach doesn't always like that, but I do. Let me rephrase that. My stomach doesn't like it, but my mouth does. That sounded weird. You guys know what I meant. It's fine.
You're doing good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, but thank you. Today has been garbage day. When I'm the garbage. I don't know what I'm going to stream tomorrow. Did you guys ever respond in the group chat I made?
No. I
Fine.
just saw Aqua dead.
Barn,
What?
can you respond, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Was that the one with 10 of us?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
The one about the tent? Yes.
Yeah.
I want to see if people would be willing to get the proximity chat thing. Because I think it would be fun. But,
I have to re-download Among Us.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to get on that, hey?
Mm-hmm. I might do an art stream tomorrow.
I wonder
Let's
when
do the
that one's
fork
gonna...
The garbage disposal.
Jesus didn't know what that was, which is why I posted it in there.
Oh wow.
So I started singing it. I was like, let's do the fork and the garbage disposal. He was like, what is that? It's a classic. Right, guys?
Yes.
No.
Aqua?
I will not do that.
She's saying no to something else.
Huh?
No putting forks in the garbage disposal. Those things...
Oh, Aqua's scared at the
not-
garbage disposal.
Oh, fuck the garbage disposals.
I told you it's perfectly safe. Just don't stick your hand in it.
Fuck the garbage disposals. No thanks.
What?
Garbage disposals can go get fucked. I'm good.
I don't think you should fuck garbage disposals. I feel like that would be a bad idea.
Don't say
Unless
shame.
You said don't sink shame.
Aqua, every day you give me a new reason to fall in love with you. Don't sink shame. Oh my god, I taught you well.
Hey, that's not actually mine. I got that from somewhere else.
Listen, we just take credit for things. That's how it goes.
Well.
Hi, Alyssa. I love you too. How are you? Are you having a good day? I didn't get to bully Charlie today because he didn't stream, so I hope you bullied him for me. Price was in here earlier. I don't know if Price is still here, but Price said something earlier that was very on brand for Price. I don't remember what it was. Of course you have. That is exactly something you would do, Price. Oh. Yeah. That's what? No, Alyssa, don't agree with him. That's gross. That's disgusting. There's so many germs there. That's fair. I hope everything's okay.
Oh, that says table gum.
Yeah, under the table gum. Gum that's been under a table. I don't. I'm not sure. I want to know what you read.
Well, I can have a guess.
Yeah, take a guess.
I don't have a gun.
No.
Yes.
Oh, because that's what I read at first.
Oh. Oops.
What were you thinking?
Don't worry about it.
No.
I'm not doing
What
this
were
on
you
stream. No,
thinking?
I'm not doing it on stream. I'll message both of you.
Yeah. Message
Okay.
us. Message us now.
Oh, not right now. I'll message you in a minute.
Why not right now?
Because I'm busy.
Hostage
Busy with
in
what?
my home.
I'm leveling up Rebecca in the Blood Web.
Oh, did you get the new people?
I did.
I can't afford them.
I mean, I can't really either, but since this is an investment.
Oh, but look at my
now,
art. We have Nebby,
Me.
and then we have this. I'm so proud of this.
Good job.
So much flavor. Ah, Price, you are such a character. I hope you know that once I end stream, I'm gonna tell people the story. That is my first thing that I've associated with you. No, it says boobies, so I can make a face out of it and draw the boobies. But yes, Price, I hope you know that when I end stream, I'm probably gonna tell them the Mufasa's, or no, the Simba story, if it's okay with you. It's just funny. Such a weird thing. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, because it's like the first thing I associate, like that I like distinguished as being a you thing. You know, from like the first time I like really interacted in Charlie's chat, and that was like the first interaction I had. So you will always be associated with that in my head. It's like the first thing that comes to mind. It's a funny story. Oh hey, I have a Slurpee. I should drink it before it melts the rest of the way.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. Well, I got it because I thought the coldness of it would help my throat, and it kind of has. Yay.
Oh, be quiet, Femi. Femi. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my throat is probably the worst thing right now. That and the, like, achy feeling. Oh, and my pressure in my ears. It's just been an achy day. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow, though, because I'm going to be hella productive since I was unproductive today. I didn't feel so bad about, like, calling out of work tomorrow. Not really calling out, but just, like, asking if they'd be fine without me. Because it was going to be a half day anyways, since they're taking the baby to get his first haircut.
Ooh,
So,
that'd be an adventure.
yeah, so it was going to be a half day because they were taking him to get his haircut. So I was like, I honestly don't feel too bad about asking to have tomorrow off because I don't feel good. I'm sure they don't mind. So, yeah. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, cool, send me pictures of the haircut. Because, you know, I've been nannying for this baby since he was 2 months old. So, like, a year now. So it's like, he's kind of like my half child. You know, I'm helping raise him. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the best parts of my job. Is getting to see all the milestones and stuff. He's, like, so close to, like, trying to walk on his own, probably, because he stands by himself sometimes. Just, like, lets go and just stands by himself. So I feel like he's really close to just trying to walk. It's really I plan to start walking around the house a little more. Like, just doing circles in the kitchen or something. So that he'll, like, probably try to walk on his own. He walks, like, holding on to stuff pretty well.
I'll be back. A friend has arrived to grab their drink bottle.
Have fun.
Okay,
Thanks.
don't die. Do drugs.
Got him.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Did you do drugs?
All the drugs.
Awesome. So proud of you.
And because I did all the drugs, I got a secret ending with Polly.
I'm so jealous. Wait, which one?
Good question.
Because I know most of them. The number of times I've come so close to getting the reverse Romanian Wilkinson ending, but I just haven't because I haven't had, like, the time to get the mask or, like, it's just bad. I've come so close so many times. I really should play the game on my own more so that I can just get endings.
Same.
What time is it over there right now, Aqua? Again.
It is 11:27.
Yeah.
AM or PM?
AM.
AM.
Sorry.
AM? Okay. I just started a conversation with someone in Australia trying to sell my CS:GO skins. They buy whole inventories. So I'm just double checking what time it is over there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aqua is 14 hours ahead of me. So 13 hours
15.
ahead of you. No, 15. I can math. Just not
You
today.
can, man.
Just not today. So every year we go to a corn maze for my cousin's birthday. My youngest cousin's birthday. So we go to the corn maze and yeah. It's fun. The girls love it. But my mom was telling me the dates that we're planning to go. I actually happen to be free. And I actually happen to be on my fall break from school, so I won't have to worry about studying or anything around it. I hopefully will have had everything done in my week off. So that would be nice. But yeah, we go to this corn maze every year and get lost. And my brother goes through the corn maze on his own. So like they have questions that help you like find which way to go, like little checkpoints throughout the maze. And my brother will go through the maze ahead of us and like find his way out, right? And like we'll do the first part and we'll be fine. But we get to the second part and we always end up getting lost in the second part because it's supposed to be harder anyways. So we always get lost in the second part. And then my brother gives us like 30 minutes in the second part of us getting lost, and then he comes back to find us. 30 to like 50 minutes. Actually, I think it's only 30 because it feels like we're in there for longer than we are, but we're not. And like it's so exhausting every time. Because the girls get tired and they ask people to carry them. But yeah, so my brother always has to come back and find us. Last year, my brother didn't go with us because he was working. So we ended up cheating. We pulled up the map on our phones and tried to find our way out. And we ended up like going completely out of the maze, like off on the side. It was so bad. I'm directionally challenged too, so you can't ask me where anything is once we're in the maze because I don't know what's what. I lose track after like the first two turns. I'm like, I don't know what direction anything is anymore. Like I'm so directionally challenged, it's not even funny.
Do you have to pull your hands up in front of you to see which one is your left and your right?
No.
Okay.
I'm directionally
No.
challenged, not stupid.
Okay, well there are a lot of people who have that issue, okay?
No.
Doesn't
I
make
know
it
I know my
stupid.
left from my right. I'm gonna clean Nebby off
On the odd
last.
occasion that I do have to check my lefts and rights, doing the L actually confuses the hell out of me, so instead I check the scars on my hand because they're all on my left hand.
Oh my god.
See,
Sounds worse.
I just don't have to check for my left and right. I don't know how or why I don't have to anymore. I think it's dance. I think it's because of dance. We had stage left, stage right, blah, blah, blah. You had to know which foot to put weight on and which one to not and all this other stuff. So I'm going to say it's dance that helps me know my left from my right. Because I was dancing since I was 3, so I still dance
Like, I
every
know
now and
left
then.
and right. It's just the odd occasion when you have a brain fart and you just go,
Yeah.
what way do I need to turn?
No, I don't have
And-
brain farts in which I forget my left, like mix up my left and my right. I did have a brain fart where I almost tried to go to work without getting my coffee. but I caught myself in time. Like, I caught myself right after it happened. I was like, bitch, what are you doing? It's like the coffee is the other direction. Yeah, really, I did. I caught myself after that turn. The first turn the wrong way. I was like, no. Time to U-turn. Go get the coffee. But anyways, so I don't get mixed up like my left and my right though, but I do, when I have brain farts, forget how to spell words. And you're like, oh, that's not that bad. You forget how to spell words. One time I forgot how to spell I. Not I like your eyeball. I, as in I did something.
That's not forgetting to spell. That's just, I think you're having a stroke.
I forgot how to spell it. I literally was like, I literally just sat there for a solid minute. Like, how do I spell I? It's just the letter I. It's literally spelled how you say it. And I just forgot. So yeah, my brain farts come through words, not through left and right and stuff. Although I'm pretty sure I'm dyslexic, so I do mix up like, so it's funny because my house, like the locks for my house, the bottom lock turns the wrong way. Like the lock and the doorknob goes the opposite way of what you think it would. So instead of going towards the door frame when you lock it, it goes away from it. And the other day I mixed up the lock and the deadbolt for which direction it went when I was trying to get in the house. So instead of unlocking it, I locked it. I did catch myself before I tried to turn the doorknob though. But yeah, I went through the process of locking them both before I unlocked them.
Sounds like a grand old time, Mango.
Hmm.
Sounds like a grand
Alright.
old time.
Yeah, it does. No. It's almost time to wash Nebby, but what am I... That's Nebby, but where's the other stuff? Maintenance door frame. Oh. How did I miss that? Which one of these bitches isn't clean? No. Which one of these platform lights isn't clean? I'm so confused. Trying to spray them all. That's one wall. Huh? I'm so confused. Where are the platform walls? Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just got into a game with this guy named Listexixarteeple.
Huh?
That's the name.
Yep.
Where the fuck are the platform walls? I'm so confused.
Oh, look, it's Galaxy.
Galaxy! Yeah, I have. For like almost 4 hours, yes.
You've only been cleaning the subway since you started streaming?
Yeah. And I had
Damn.
Jesus' help for a bit.
Jeez.
Oh! Platform walls. Okay, I found it. Barney broke
I
the
do that.
internet. How dare you?
It's always my fault, to be honest.
No, it's not.
Been done.
I'm gonna fight you. We're gonna wrestle.
Yeah?
Yeah. How is it still dirty? I don't know why I said dirty like that, and somebody's gonna make fun of me. I'm gonna make fun of me.
Dirty.
No, I said it with like a southern accent real bad. And I just
Yeah.
said real, like, oh my god, I hate myself. I
You're
was
doing
watching
great. Don't worry
Jenny
about
in
it. Stop.
Georgia, and Jenny, and it has, or not Jenny, Georgia has a very southern accent, and so mine's kind of coming out now. It only comes out
I
sometimes.
forgot I had Sprint Burst.
Oh, are you playing DVD?
Yeah.
Of course you are.
This is like one of the only times I've played this game solo recently, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Trickster skin I wanted today.
Nice.
Yeah. He's so hot. Do I buy Trickster skins purely because I like to look at him? Yes. And you know what? I'm not ashamed of it. Okay.
Understandable.
Exactly. See?
Sammy.
Okay, guys, the last thing to clean is Nebby. Bye, Nebby, I love you.
Oh my
Uh, wait. Just keep your mouth shut, Barn, or else people with glasses won't be hot. What? I just realized you're like the only person that actually follow the person. Really? That's because I raid awesome people. I only raid the most awesome people. Why do I have 9+ pings? Oh my god, I hate it here. Is it the group chat?
Yeah, probably.
Look, guys, look at the speedy clean. Oh my god, can you imagine? It would have taken me like 5-6 hours to do this entire thing by myself. Clean the fortune teller's wagon. Ooh. Not tonight. Okay, we quit. Oh my god, 20+ messages?
Yeah, Galaxy, I've got so many random streamers that I followed because of Mango. And then I get notifications that they're streaming and I'm like, who the heck is this person? Oh wow. There are so many messages.
I know. Let me just, I tried to rename the group chat on my phone, but I couldn't. Anyways, what do you want, Steam? I already restarted you earlier. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm gonna definitely real quick go ahead and shoot. Blank. Let's find someone to raid. I think Dez is streaming, or Dez. Yeah, Dez is streaming. Let me pull up Dez's stream so I can get through the ads. I get the weirdest ads on Twitch, not gonna lie. Okay. Guys, if you want to contribute to my birthday gift goal, because I like it loud, that's the link to contribute to my birthday gift goal. If we get there before my birthday, then the top tipper gets to pick a new sound alert for the streamiversary. I do not want Sonic Frontiers. Thank you. Goodbye. You're like in desert shit right now. Nice. Anyways, I'm gonna keep track of it off stream too. I made an announcement in my Discord. If you want to join Discord, you can do that to keep track of who's the top tipper. Since this will be going to the end of the year, because you guys don't know when my birthday is. Ha ha ha. Yeah, and then this is your raid message if you aren't sub, and this is, I tried to spell raid wrong. Try to spell it wrong twice. This is your raid message if you are sub. Go ahead, take a second to test them out in the chat. Boom. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Probably doing an art stream, so I don't have to think so much. But yeah, we're gonna raid. Why am I getting more ads? We're gonna raid Des, cause we can. Yeah. Haha, no you won't. Alright, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good time of day. Bye.